All right, so I went over to, for some of you who are familiar with this case, the Kristin Smart case. She was a college student at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo here in California. So for those of you who are not familiar with the case, she ended up in 1986 going to a college party, and on the way back, her and a guy named Paul Flores and another friend, another girl was there too with them. So they walked all the way back. When they got close to the dorms, that's when the other girl, went her way, and then Kristen was left with Paul, and they, I guess he was going to walk her back to her dorm, but according to what he said was that he didn't walk her back; that she just went on her own. So something happened. He was the last guy to see her, and he's in jail because I guess they found enough evidence to convict him, of murdering her. So, I'm sure he probably did something to her, because it's just kind of weird how everything happened. So now they're saying that he took her body back to his house and buried her under the house, and then later on, when he saw that the cops were moving in, he moved the body somewhere else. But I don't buy that theory. I do believe that he did something to her, because he was kind of stalking her. They're saying that he's kind of being creepy and watching her, and then he was there at the party, asking the other guys she was like talking to, asking them questions. So I think this guy was just like a stalker, and he just wanted to do things with her, and I'm sure she probably rejected his advances, and so he probably got angry and did something to her. Now she was pretty tall, so I know they noticed he had like a black eye, like the next day or so, when they talked to him. So her being that tall, if he probably tried to strangle her from behind, or choke her with something, she probably threw an elbow back or something, maybe hit him in the eye. But I'm just guessing, they're saying that she might have not had anything to drink. So I'm guessing that he probably just attacked her, trying to have his way with her, and she probably she probably fought, for a little bit, but the only way, because she's pretty tall, I don't think she'd probably see it coming if he attacked her from the front. So somehow she might have gotten in front of him, and he probably strangled her. Now, they have never found the body. They searched all his properties. They got search warrants to search most of his properties throughout the years, but they never have found the body. Now, I get contacted by several people, who have theories, and they kind of tell me what they think and where they could have gone. So they're saying that Paul Flores could have known the hiking trails around the area. So I did find one hiking trail, and that area seemed, from what this person told me, that she could have been dumped, because I don't think at 2 in the morning, say he killed her and did something to her, he probably, and I'm going to show you guys the footage of the dorms. He probably just dragged her to the parking lot, put her in his car, and then drove off. Now, I don't think he would drive to his house, because he's trying to avoid being seen. Why would he be seen, in houses? Despite the fact that it's 2 in the morning, you can't just assume that everybody's asleep. So, he probably just took her to the nearest area where he knew, which, most of these college students, they go hiking and stuff. So he probably knew a place where it'd be kind of lonely, So that's where I did my search. I went to around this hiking trail, and I flew the drone around, and you guys will see. You guys already saw some of the footage. I don't know what that weird thing was on the rock. I don't know. Can a body like imprint itself on a rock? Because it looks like an imprint, but it also looks like it kind of ate away at the rock. So I'm not sure if the acid from the body could do that. So I don't know. You guys could tell me that. But anyhow, yeah. So I searched the area, and you guys will see the footage here, and the road too, the road that leads over there too. So it took me about 35, a little more than 35 minutes to get up to this area. So you gotta think, like, if he took her body somewhere, it couldn't have been too far, because he has to come back and kind of show himself, even though not a lot of people saw him, because it was I believe it was Memorial Day weekend, so his roommate wasn't there. And yeah, I figured, even though his roommate wasn't there, he was probably thinking, well, somebody's gonna end up seeing me in the morning, when the sun comes out, so I better hurry up and do something to her, get rid of her. So I don't really see him going to the house, and risking the fact that a neighbor might see him, pulling something out of his car, or like a person out of his car, somebody walking or something, or going to work early in the morning. So I think he just took her to one of these lonely roads, that lead to these trails, and probably just dumped her out there. But I know they did searches around the campus, and I think the nearest dump too, one of the trash dumps around there, I think they went to go look for it. But I got a feeling he probably went a little ways away. It doesn't take too long. It took me 35 minutes to get to the trail, but most of this area, and you guys will see it on the footage, like it's pretty lonely, especially at nighttime. I'm sure it's like really dark. So he probably, took her, dumped her out, and then in 35 minutes, so if he takes her body out, goes a little ways into the brush, where the trees or something, it'd probably take him another 30 minutes, and then another 30 minutes back. So he's probably gone 2 hours, 3 hours. He's back before, 5:36, before the sun is coming up. People are still barely waking up, so almost like he has his alibi, even though nobody really saw him. So so that's the search I did. I'm still gonna go out there. I didn't find her, but I did see some weird stuff, and you guys will see it on the footage. So check it out. Thanks for watching.